This week we're in the Interlake area in central Manitoba. We're hunting with Evan Proctor of S3E05 Lake Outfitters. He's got some giant bears for us to go after. And I just picked up Dean today at the Winnipeg airport. Looks like we're going to have good weather this trip and going to be a great hunt, I think.
Yeah, no, and I mean, for me, getting up at 3 p.m., it's all worth it when I know we're coming after some big bears. It's also my first hunt for black bears in Manitoba. I mean, I've come out here and hunt waterfowl with you and everything like that, so I'm really excited about this hunt. We're just coming into Broadview now.
Yeah, we're just arriving in the little town of Broadview, Manitoba. We're going to be staying at the Country Harvest Inn, and it looks like Evan's got everything set up for us, got lots of active baits. Great facility for us to stay at. I think it's going to be an awesome trip.
I'm ready to put some Schmeiser broadheads into some big Manitoba Bruins.
You bet.
Yeah, let's go.
Like my face camo. Compliments of the S3E05 Lake Outfitters. They give you free face camo when you go in baiting with them during the day. Lots of bear sign here. This is gonna be pretty good. We haven't set a stand yet. We're gonna sit this evening. But these are two new baits that Evan's just put out, and they're loaded with sign. I mean, the bears have definitely been here. Lots of activity. And but where we're going to sit tonight, he's got a couple of bruisers coming in there. So. Above our camera. It's probably going to try and chew on it a little bit. I'm just getting my bow set up. It's a beautiful spot. It's about 20 yards to the bait. There's a giant bear coming here. A couple big ones, but a really big one. And it's our first evening here with S3E05 Lake Outfitters. Evan Proctor's got a great setup here, so we're going to get settled in. And it's about 2:30 right now. It's going to be a good evening. The wind is perfect for us. It's coming right at our face, so everything's pretty good. We've got that little bear. He's at the base of this tree. He must live up there with the big bears around here. He just keeps circling and circling. We want him to leave because we got a camera on that tree and he's knocked it kind of sideways. So as soon as he leaves, I'm going to sneak down there and move that camera over. Could be a while. Yeah, if he lives there, I might just run him up that tree and move it anyway.
Stay tuned for more Trigger Effect after this commercial break. Welcome back to Trigger Effect.
21 yards to the front of the barrels, so 20-yard shot. Well, Dean, it's 5:25, 5:30. The sun is kind of going behind some clouds, behind the treetops right now, so it's starting to cool down for us, which is good because it's been hot. We haven't seen any other bears other than that little one that was up in the tree when we got here. But this looks like a great spot. There's lots of great packed down trails. There's lots of great sign. Evan's got lots of pictures of big bears here, so. And we saw all kinds of tracks coming in. Yeah, in the mud on the trail coming in. The trail's a little bit snarly. It's pretty muddy. It's not for the faint of heart, but that's what you got to do to get these big guys. So we're in a good spot. So
We got the witching hour coming up.
yeah, it's starting to get good now. So we've got cameras stationed all around the bait, so we'll get different angles of the bears coming in and hopefully a shot on a big one. So
Let's cross our fingers.
yeah, it's looking pretty good. Stab you with the nose. Almost had to poke her in the nose. She wanted to come up and see if I had any more cookies left. I was eating cookies earlier and a couple pieces dropped off and through the floor of our tree stand. She came over, cleaned them up, and then decided she was going to come up and check for more food. But as soon as I stood up, she decided she was going to back away. That's pretty neat. But there's that boar again. I don't know if that's him or not. There's another boar right here. Well, we're nearing the end of the day. We have about 45 minutes left of our day one hunt. It's been pretty exciting. We had a decent boar. We had a sow with a nice big chevron. A couple of little bears running around here making all kinds of racket, climbing trees. It's been a pretty good morning. Arrow, good day. Day one. So we still have 45 minutes left. So hopefully something bigger will come in. If not, we'll be back here tomorrow. So stay tuned. Well, it's 9:45. We're done hunting at 10 o'clock. We're almost done filming right now. We've got that one young cub up the tree behind us here, just whining and bawling. What we figure's happened is there's a sow here at the bait. She had two-year-old cubs, and this boar's now joined this sow, and she's kicked her cubs out because these cubs don't want to leave the bait, but they're upset, and the sow keeps running them up the trees. So it's getting close to the breeding season for these bears, and this little guy is heartbroken and upset that his mom doesn't love him anymore.
This week's Outfitter Profile.
Hi folks, this week we're on a spring black bear hunt in the Interlake area of central Manitoba. We're here with Evan Proctor of S3E05 Lake Outfitters. And Evan, what other kind of hunts do you offer?
Well, we offer a fall bear hunt, also a fall bird hunt, and the combination of the two.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's
right on.
awesome. And I know, like, right from showing up, we've been spoiled rotten here with the accommodation, food, everything. Maybe you can expand on that for the all-inclusivity of it.
Yeah, well, I mean, we offer pickup from the airport. You show up at the lodge. It's home cooked meals, 3 square meals a day.
Yeah.
We've got Wi-Fi, jacuzzi tubs. I mean, it
It's a
doesn't
modern
get
facility.
much better.
Yeah, it's really nice. So, how can people get a hold of you, Evan?
They can reach me through telephone. It's 204-461-4441. or at an email, sleevelakeoutfitters@gmail.com.
Well, that's right. And also, folks, you can go to the Trigger Effect website, which is www.triggereffect.tv. And all of our information is on the Preferred Outfitter site for Sleeve Lake Outfitters and Evan Proctor. So make sure you go there now. Give them a Facebook like, give us a Facebook like, but let's get back to some more bear hunting action in central Manitoba.
And book with this guy, he's got big bears.
Book big bears.
Make sure you come back after these important messages. Welcome back to Trigger Effect.
That's me shooting that.
I don't have enough coffee in me yet this morning. Well, it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We're just getting geared up to head out for day 2. Evan and I went out this morning. We checked another one of his spots, and maybe you can tell us a little bit about that spot.
Yeah, this spot, it's roughly a mile or 2 from the spot we were at last night. It's had a lot of activity.
You've had a big bear there.
Yeah, there's been actually a couple big boars there, and from what we've seen this morning on the card, a new sow has showed up and brought a real big boar with her. So
yeah.
I think tonight we should definitely try that spot there, and it'll be our best opportunity at getting a big boar.
You bet. Well, with 3 big boars working their area, I think we're in a good spot. So we've changed our plans from what we were going to do this morning. We were going to go back to our old spot, but bikes are loaded, and I think we should head out and get settled in.
I think so.
Well, let's go.
Evening 2 here with Sleeve Lake Outfitters. We're at a new bait. We checked it this morning. There's a tall, big boar following a sow here. There's also supposed to be a couple other boars at this bait, so it's looking like this is a really hot bait right now.
On the weather is really cooled down.
Yeah,
It dropped to, 4 degrees this morning or something?
Yeah, it was like 4 degrees Celsius this morning. And I'd say right now, out in the sun, it's maybe 15 degrees, but there's a cool wind. It's kind of a northeast wind today. It's not too cloudy. It's going to be a good evening. We're not going to get any rain, but it's a really nice spot. We're backed up into 2 big spruce trees here, but it's an open poplar swamp around these spruce grove, and there's lots of bear activity, lots of big bear scat here, so it's looking like a good spot. I think we might nail one tonight.
Well, then we're serving beaver à l'orange.
Yeah, beaver à l'orange hanging from a pole, a la carte. Yeah. So we'll get the camera spun back around and get ready, because it's getting close to when they're going to start moving. So
Sounds good.
all right. to steal one of our cameras, so I'm not going to allow that. But hit him a little bit far forward. I think it hit the offside shoulder, but that's a double lunger for sure. He's not going to be far.
We got us a dead bear. We're just going to leave him till morning. He went a little further than we wanted, but there is that much more arrow inside him. This was what was sticking out of him. So these big bears can go a long ways, so we didn't want to push them too hard. We went about 60-70 yards from the bait, and we will come back tomorrow and recover this big bear. So
Make sure you come back for some more hunting action with Trigger Effect after this commercial break. Welcome back to Trigger Effect.
Hey, what's that right over there?
that's a dead bear,
That
my
looks like a
friend.
bear to me.
Awesome.
Right on, right on.
Awesome. Usually they go into that real thick stuff, don't they?
Yeah.
All right.
It's the first time I've ever had anybody use those Schmeiser broadheads, and I'm a firm believer now.
Yeah, they penetrated both shoulders. Went through some pretty heavy bone, and after reviewing the footage, I mean, we could tell it was a bear that was dead on his feet. How far do you figure that bear went, Evan?
Well, according to my GPS, as the crow flies, about 168 yards.
These Manitoba bears have big heads. They're big, tough animals. I mean, I can't be happier. Sleeve Lake Outfitters, they got some monster bears here. And you know what? We still got one more bear to go. Dean's got a tag. We've got a couple days left in the hunt, and the weather's looking good. I think it's going to clear up, and we're going to be back in the stand here this evening. Thanks again, Evan.
For sure, thank you.
Anyways, a bear came in, and it was a really nice bear. And I drew back. I thought I had a good steady aim, and I don't know, man, I missed him. It was a plain miss.
Well, it's the morning after I missed that big bear last night. And one of the things I'd like to really point out is after something like that happens, don't just assume that it was shooter air. Although I'm fairly confident it was shooter air, you like to come out, run some shots through. As you can see, I'm hitting fine, so it definitely was shooter air. But the other reason you also want to do this as well is to build your confidence up. I mean, we've all been in these scenarios. This is not my first scenario where I've shot and missed something. And to come out and see that, you know, it's nice to know I just did something wrong.
Well, folks, we've had a fantastic trip here in the Interlake area with Evan at Sleeve Lake Outfitters. Evan, I mean, I got a great bear. I want to thank you so much. It was a fantastic trip. We saw lots of good bears. And I'll definitely want to come back for another hunt and maybe try one of those waterfowl black bear combos that you offer in the fall. I think that's going to be awesome.
Sounds good.
No, that's right. And I mean, you put the opportunity in front of me. I couldn't seal the deal on it. I mean, we saw lots of great bears. Gives me a reason to come back. I need a little bit of redemption. But maybe, Evan, you can tell us one more time, how did people get a hold of you?
You can get a hold of me via telephone at 1204-461-4441 or through email at Sleeve Lake Outfitters, it's all one word, at gmail.com.
No, that's right, folks. And I mean, you won't be disappointed. Book now if you want an absolutely amazing spring black bear hunt. You've also got the fall hunts as well, too. So make sure you join us next week for another exciting episode of Trigger Effect.
This has been a Thunder Boys production.